It doesn't take much to tame a cat. Make them wear this, and then call the vet.
You're back.
I said I'd get you out of here.
I know. It's just... nothing. Let's get to the next room, okay? Before my head explodes.
Well, hello again to my favorite comedy double act. I'd just like to say what a novelty it's been constructing riddle chambers for 2 half-wits instead of 1. Why, that's practically a whole wit between you. Dark Knight, when you failed your feline friend and are done mourning over her headless corpse, perhaps we'll do this again with, Robin? Or maybe that prodigal son of yours over in Bloodhaven.
Can you get up there?
The ceiling? Easy.
Riddle me this. Can a maze still amaze if it doesn't have walls? Oh, come now, detective. I really couldn't be shining more of a light upon the problem. What a shock. For you, I mean, Detective. I was expecting it.
know, I had to disable a security system like this when I robbed Queen Industry. Never mind.
Halfway there. Now for a final twist. Twist. Did that hurt, Catwoman? Good. That pain is what stupidity feels like.
Oh, Eddie, you're going to feel very, very stupid when I catch up with you. Nearly there, Selina.
Done on this side.
Okay, done over here.
Congratulations! And now your reward. Robots!
All yours. Such a gentleman. Don't feel left out. Keep them coming.
Fine. The key. Take the key. I suppose you just about earned it.
Selena needs the key.
When I get out of here, I'm sticking this collar around Eddie's neck.
Well, how clever the pair of you must feel. How smug. Well, I hate to intrude upon this miserable little moment of victory, but I wanted you to be aware you're very unlikely to see one another again. Catwoman, the Batman will fail you, because waiting for him beneath Ranelagh Ferry Terminal is my greatest trial.
Batman, are we?
Don't let what Riddler said get to you.
Eddie is an idiot, but he's an idiot who built a series of underground death traps across the city.
And?
And I just wanted to say, be safe. This is definitely your mess, and I appreciate you cleaning it up. But just be careful while you do it, okay?
This is your chance with Catwoman, Batsy. She's vulnerable, trapped in an abandoned orphanage. That sure spells romance to me. Speaking of which, I went back to the afterlife to check on Talia, and, well, we got to talking about how you basically murdered us both. She started crying, so I went to comfort her, and, well, before I knew
Ranelagh Ferry Terminal. Okay, Riddler. This game ends now.
Thing is, Talia and I just want you to be...
This is it, Dark Knight. We're done. Well, you're done for, at least. I must admit that I'm feeling quite charitable at the moment of my triumph, so I will give you a choice. Rather than carry on towards your humiliation and death, I will simply let you drive away in return for a signed statement testifying towards my superior intelligence and conceding that I have utterly checkmated you. Oh, the cat will remain a hostage, of course, a symbol of your failure. You're actually going to attempt it. Very well. But this is my finest work, Detective. My masterpiece. My Enigma Resistance. So, let us take that inexplicably life-size children's toy for its final drive. This is it, Dark Knight. Your Teutoburg, your Bay of Pigs, your ultimate defeat. That's it, Detective. Drive faster, drive headlong into defeat. The other way, Detective. To clarify, Detective, this bit is not the surprise. Behold your doom! What? Impossible! That cannot be! You should have fallen to your death. I calculated the curvature precisely. I've got the equations right here! Dark Knight, don't waste my time. It's several times more precious than yours. That's more like it, Detective. You failed! For the briefest moment, you almost seemed capable. Detective, you've already failed. This is simply too hard for you. It's too ingenious. That wall, the loop, the trap. It's noble of you to try the course again, Batman, but really, I don't want to end up pitying you. When you failed that last lap, I could see the headlines, Detective. Riddler triumphant. Batman disgraced. Gotham awed. Come on, Detective. It's a linear course. No! You're supposed to be stuck! You're stuck! How did you... It was luck! Luck! The kindly lifeguard of the idiot. I can hardly factor luck into my equations now, can I? I'm not a homeopath. You've been waltzing with Lady Luck your whole life, Detective. But now the music stops. wait for no Batman. Too slow, Detective, too slow. For a second there, I was almost concerned. Dark Knight. Your penance for failure will be journeying back to the start of the course. When you failed that last lap, I could see the headlines, Detective. Riddler triumphant. Batman disgraced. Gotham awe. And to think, I was actually concerned you may succeed. I forgot who I was dealing with for a minute there. No, Batman, you can't drive through solid objects. It's really basic physics. Farewell, Dark Knight. Detective, you stand marginally more of a chance of succeeding if you actually begin. I knew it! I knew you'd fail! To think you had me worried. How embarrassing! Don't tell anyone. If you're feeling vainglorious enough for another attempt, Dark Knight, you must trundle back to the start of the course. Such a pity I couldn't show you the Riddler mobile. It's bigger, faster, several times more aesthetically pleasing than your vehicle. It's in the shop. No, Detective, turn around! Ashamed to have failed, Detective. This isn't a racetrack. It's an immaculately constructed work of art. It is perfection. Since you cannot even be counted on to kill yourself, I will do it for you. I'm controlling the mechanisms now. Controlling mechanisms. You'll make a mistake. Of course you will. I know you will. Make your peace, Dark Knight. This really is it. It has to be. Dark Knight, don't waste my time. It's several times more precious than yours. A quite stunning failure. Would you like to try again, Detective? You'll fail once more. Fail once more. detective. Back to the start of the course. Back to the start of the course. And to think, I was actually concerned you may succeed. I forgot who I was dealing with for a minute there. Faster, Batman! Like Hermes! Or if you prefer, that Roman knockoff Mercury. You're going backwards, Dark Knight. Is this a valiant attempt at a joke? Don't worry, Detective. You have until dawn. Not that it'll make any difference. Hurry up, Detective. You stand marginally more of a chance of succeeding if you actually begin. Not good enough. Too slow, Detective. Dark Knight. Your penance for failure will be journeying back to the start of the course. I want you to know, Detective, that I'm recording all your attempts at this for posterity. And for my social media presence, of course. I want you to know, Detective, that I'm recording all your attempts at this for posterity. And for my social media presence, of course. Goodbye. Stop not dying! Dark Knight, don't waste my time. It's several times more precious than yours. Too slow, Detective, too slow. For a second there, I was almost concerned. Don't worry, Detective. You have until dawn. Not that it'll make any difference. No, 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 Detective. Turn around. Come now, Detective. Time waits for no man. And I wait for no Batman. Too slow, Detective. But I don't want you to fail. I want you to die trying. Feel that, Detective? It's called humiliation. Come back to the start of the course and I'll serve up some more. Would you like another attempt at that laugh? Dark Knight, don't waste my time. It's several times more precious than yours. Too slow, Detective, too slow. For a second there, I was almost concerned. You're going backwards, Dark Knight. Is this a valiant attempt at a joke? The other way, Detective. Hurry up, Detective. You stand marginally more of a chance of succeeding if you actually begin. A failure. You're too slow, Dark Knight. In every sense of the word. If you're feeling vainglorious enough for another attempt, Dark Knight, you must trundle back to the start of the course. Don't be ashamed to have failed, Detective. This isn't a racetrack. It's an immaculately constructed work of art. It is perfection. Don't waste my time. It's several times more precious than yours. I knew it! I knew you'd fail! To think you had me worried. How embarrassing. Don't tell anyone. It's noble of you to try the course again, Batman, but really, I don't want to end up pitying you. The key. Now you collect the key. Those are the rules, and I have to follow the rules, don't I? I set them after all.
Okay, almost there.
Good luck, Catwoman. Given Batman's limited intelligence, I'm afraid you're going to need it. Riddle me this. What has a cape, a cowl, and can't be trusted not to get you killed? I used to dream of Batman's death, I admit. But I will happily settle for him causing yours. Do you think he's smart enough, Cat? Good luck, Catwoman. Given Batman's limited intelligence, I'm afraid you're going to need it.
And here we go. Oh, that's it. No more.
Congratulations, Catwoman. You are now free. Free to take my final exam. To take my final exam.
Eddie, I didn't know you'd started cheating. I'm disappointed.
I dissemble. I artfully obfuscate. But I do not cheat. As you and Batman will discover when you attempt my final riddle room.
I should focus on collecting the key to save Catwoman.
Do you have a photographic memory, Detective? Because I do. I can summon your sneering features at will. That is when they don't burst unbidden into my brain. I have perfect recall, too. I can remember every time you've hurt me. Sometimes I wake up, Dark Knight, to the feel of your hands around my neck, your carbon fiber-coated fists smashing into my solar plexus. How dare you brutalize me? Me! Your intellectual superior. Your better. Me, Edward Nygma, the Riddler, and the world's greatest everything. You're a thug, Detective, a bullying emblem of the arrogant notion that might makes right. Come back to the orphanage, where I will end you and the unjust things you stand for.
my chance to free Selina from the orphanage. This sick game has gone on long enough.
Agreed, sir. Best of luck.
It doesn't take much to tame a cat.
How have you been?
Perfect. Eddie hasn't said a word since you left that last course. Do you ever rub people the right way?
They never ask nicely.
This is it. One last hoop to jump through. Then I'm free to rob Gotham blind. I mean, you know, make sure everyone got out. I'll check the art galleries first.
Meet the Riddle Square, a puzzle which draws influence from both late 20th century puzzle cubes and mid 15th century torture devices.
If Eddie wanted us to play a game of life-size chess, he could have left us more pieces.
I don't think that was the idea.
You need to move the blocks.
Well, hurry up then. Surely one of those toys of yours can get the job done. Look at all these generators. Why does Eddie need so much power?